Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking graphic novel review. Got a fun trade for you guys today. Green Lantern Volume 6, The Life Equation. Yeah, so it has part of Godhead for the first half of this. And if you want to just read Godhead and don't want to have to go through all the other Green Lantern stuff, you can just get the single Godhead trade, which is all the different Green Lantern books' Godhead parts together. Because this one is actually missing a bunch of parts. You have to get like 2 or 3 other volumes to have the full story. Or you can just get the single Godhead story. Since I'm going to get every volume of all the Lantern books of the New 52, I didn't get the full stories. But I'm going to read you the back of the book. On a higher plane of existence, the incredible beings known as the New Gods have waged an eternal war against the cosmic tyrant called Darkseid. Now their quest to break the deadlock and defeat their nemesis has led them to the power rings of the Lanterns. They mean to seize the rings, reforge the emotional spectrum, and unlock the life equation, a weapon capable of reshaping reality itself. And if the Green Lanterns must be sacrificed, so be it. Hal Jordan may be the commander of the Green Lantern Corps, our universe's first line of defense, but he is only human. What hope does a mortal have against an army of gods? Writer Robert Venditti and artist Billy Tan penned the DC Universe's mightiest, most mind-blowing beings against one another in Green Lantern Volume 6, The Life Equation. Collects Green Lantern 35 through 40 and Green Lantern Annual number 3. Okay, so first off, Godhead stuff. The gods took Mogo's ring. The New Gods took Mogo's ring. So Mogo's dying. And Metron's trying to use the ring to access beyond the Source Wall. And the Highfather gets his hands on the Life Equation, which is Kyle Rayner. And everyone finds out Kyle Rayner's still alive. Hal Jordan teams up with Sinestro and Black Hand to take down the New Gods. And Black Hand awakens all the beings on the Source Wall. Pretty cool stuff. But they fight Orion and they go to New Genesis and they take the Titans of the Wall there, and there's a big old brawl. New Genesis is basically destroyed, or at least the city is, and Kyle Rayner steals back the Life Equation. It never actually left him. Highfather was just kind of siphoning it off of him, and Highfather realized that what he was doing was more like something Darkseid would do, because he was controlling beings against their will and doing all this stuff. So he was like, oh, I gotta be different, I gotta be better. Then Saint Walker regained his hope and put his ring back on. Hal kept the gods from becoming extinct by catching him. And then the Guardians ordered Hal Jordan to take a leave of absence on Earth, but he's not supposed to go to Earth because he gave it to the Red Lanterns. But Guy Gardner, since he's on leave, allows him to go to the planet, but Guy kind of crashes Hal's time at the bar and invites Barry. So they're there, and Jordan kind of doesn't want them there. He just kind of wants to be alone and relax at the pub. But they're all talking about Lantern stuff and Justice League stuff, and he came here to escape that. He doesn't want to talk about any of that stuff, so they're kind of getting on his nerves. So they leave. Carol comes on, and he talks to Carol about her dating Kyle Rayner. And then lots of planets are getting turned to stone. It doesn't explain why they're getting turned to stone, but I'm guessing pieces of the Source Wall that broke off during all that Source Wall stuff are hitting planets and then turning the planets to stone. That's my guess, because it doesn't actually explain what's happening. I think that explanation comes later. And the Green Lantern Corps recently, especially after that run-in with the Shapeshifters in Volume 5, they kind of have a bad rep now. No one really trusts the Green Lanterns anymore. They're being attacked by the very people they're trying to protect. So Hal Jordan, as the Corps leader, decides that he's going to take all that blame onto his back. He's going to paint himself as a traitor and take all the blame for all the Corps' mistakes and all the stuff that's been blamed on the Green Lantern Corps. And he's going to take the blame for all of it and go on the run. So he leaves his ring in his locker, and he takes Krona's gauntlet instead. Let's see there, he takes Krona's gauntlet, fights Kilowog, and he tells Kilowog what his plan is. So Kilowog's the only one that knows, so Kilowog kind of helps him out by getting his ass kicked. But he doesn't let himself get his ass kicked, and that kind of leads into Volume 7 and 8. In 7 and 8, he has the gauntlet instead of the ring. And then in Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, Volume 1, he gets a new ring. And I've already reviewed Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Volume 1, so go check that out. But, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not the best book in the world. It's not bad. It's just, you have to read other volumes of different Green Lantern titles, of different Lantern titles, to really fully understand the Godhead story. Everything that happens before what happens in this book is actually, it has a read-up for it. But there's stuff that happens in between that you just kind of have to fill in the gaps on your own with context clues. And then the annual, which is what the Leave story was from, isn't bad. And then it just kind of gives you the lead into Volume 7 here at the end with Cronus Gauntlet. So, is it the best that the New 52 Green Lantern had to offer? No. But it's not bad. You know, you just need to read the rest of Godhead in other books if you're going to get this volume. Or you could just get all of Godhead in the big collected edition. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Once again, this has been Green Lantern, Volume 6, The Life Equation from the New 52s. That's it. Thank you all for your support, and I'll see you all later.